Alright, y'all, so today is rest day. We normally don't work out at all in any sort of way other than just cardio on our rest days. But I just finished up my cardio, and today I've got to go to like a family cookout thing. So I know that I'm probably going to snack a bunch and probably consume some alcohol. So I'm going to go ahead and hit a quick little workout, just like 4 or 5 movements. 2 sets each for just as many reps as I can do at a fairly light weight, just to get something in today so I don't feel so guilty for cheating later. As well as, you know, an extra 100 calories now is like, hey, one of those drinks I'm going to have later isn't going to matter much. So, I'm going to go ahead and just start with some close grip, palms in, pull down. So it's going to be a little bit of bicep, a lot of lat, a little bit rear delt. So, on that first set there, 20 something reps, I'm not really counting. Just going until the burn shows up, and then a few reps after it. So, let's talk about alcohol and fitness. So, you can consume it, but what you gotta remember is every time you drink alcohol, whether it's beers, wine, spirits, doesn't really matter, seltzers, all of it, you are going to reduce your body's ability to recover. So it does inhibit muscle growth. So if you're trying to put on muscle, probably want to make sure you're drinking on like your rest day, at like the end of a rest day. So that way your body's already gone through its recovery process for what it's going to do for the muscle group you already worked. Otherwise, you're kind of throwing, not all of that training, but say 80% of that training you did out of the window that day. And then, 1 second, we'll knock out this next set. Come back to that. So, with the consuming of alcohol and being on your rest days, you'll also want to consider the amount of calories you're going to consume. So, basically, every shot of alcohol is going to vary between like 80 and 100 calories. For the most part, most of them are like 80. I like to just calculate about 100. And then obviously if you're going to chase it, mix it, whatever, you got to add that into it. So, if you can't shoot them straight, and you're going to make mixed drinks, preferably you want to mix with something 0 calorie, if you don't mind the aspartame part. Otherwise, if you're going to use a normal soda or something like that, you're going to want to make your drinks strong. So that way you drink less chaser to soda. So if you're having 1 can of soda, put 2 shots in that thing instead of just a shot. So that way you're going to reduce the amount of soda you're drinking by half. Or if you're able to do it, take a shot and just chase it with a little bit of soda, juice, whatever. If you're able to do it that way, that's even going to reduce your calories even more, because normally you could probably put down 5 shots for 1 can of soda at that point. So it is an extremely viable way to reduce the calories more. And then by doing that, you won't blow your diet completely out of the water on that day. Because drinking does add up. And it's a bunch of calories that doesn't do you anything. Now, if you say, no, you're going to have something to do, into which you're going to be consuming alcohol throughout the week, try to save yourself, 100 calories a day. So it adds up to the weekend when you're going to consume. That'll give you, 500 calories to work with. And another thing that'll help too is on that day, before you go out drinking, make sure you eat your breakfast and your lunch, but cut your carbs back on those meals. Just consume a lot of protein. Whether you're having just straight chicken breast, a steak, something like that, a slab of fish, whatever. So that way you're taking in a bunch of protein, your calories stay fairly low, and you're saving yourself some for later that day. Then the other thing you want to remember too is for every drink you have, drink at least like a half a bottle of water with it. It'll keep you hydrated, and it's going to help your body filter that out faster when you're done drinking. So it'll help reduce the effects it's going to have on your muscle recovery and muscle growth. But those are kind of like the big things to keep in mind when you're going to drink. So if you can avoid it when you're trying to get fit, make gains, it's obviously the best practice. But unless you're in contest prep, you don't have to. You can enjoy yourself. Then, as we're going to cookouts, barbecues, things like that, obviously the more you can snack on meats and stuff, the less calories you're going to take in through the day. But if you just take little snacks here and there while you're enjoying yourself and not just full plates of things, you're going to end up a lot better off as for the overall amount of calories you're going to take in for the day. So it can do you a big favor, just if they got the little party plates, throw a little bit on there, snack on it, a little bit later, snack on it, type of thing. Dang-o. But That will help also quite a bit on not blowing your diet out. Man, I can tell I am extra sore. Whew. Man, everything is tender. Definitely having today as a rest day in this program is definitely very beneficial. Because if I had to train this tender and actually put in a hard workout, oh man, I'd be miserable. But so we are on to day 150. So with it being 150, it would be another 30-day progress update. But the last 30 days, we've been in basically a deload and a maintenance period. So that way, we're able to recover from that first 120-day split there, that we really pushed everything super hard training-wise. We're working out every day for a long time, then just one rest day from like 110 to 123 or something. And then we started the new program and actually went through a deload phase. And we are where we are now. My calories, I increased them from the 1,840 a day to basically between 2,200 and 2,400. For the last 30 days, I've averaged 2,342 calories. Overall, the scale says I've only gained a half a pound, which is great. That means I've got my maintenance calories on point. So half a pound would be 1,700 calories split over 30 days. So that's not too bad. That would be, like 5 calories a day or something? 5.5? 4.5? So, that puts me at my exact maintenance. And that half a pound could be water weight. It could be I've built a half a pound of muscle. Because my body fat percentage, according to my watch, hasn't changed. I'm still 22%. Ugh. So, that says I'm 22%. That means I've stayed exactly the same for 30 days. Which is what we were shooting for. We wanted to be in a maintenance range to recover from our diet fatigue and our central nervous fatigue from heavy training. Which, central nervous system wise, I don't feel crazy beat down. The muscles are firing again. I can get full contractions. Nothing feels weird. So I think we've recovered there. Diet-wise, I'm not having crazy hunger cravings, weird food swings where I'm craving this thing or that. I'm not wanting a bunch of sugar. I still want a little bit, so I have a morning Red Bull, but I consume that while out on my walk. So my 2.5 mile walk kind of just cancels out that Red Bull I have in the morning. But keeps me from having a caffeine headache and sugar withdrawals and all that, so I'll accept it. What? All right. Now, I'm going to go ahead and get the lights set up here, and then we'll go ahead and we'll pose. All right, so we went ahead, finished up our workout for before a little family gathering here, just burn a little extra calories, get a little pump on, and now let's go ahead and do our physique update. So, I have lost another inch in my waist over the last 30 days, even being in a maintenance. So I'm assuming I am burning body fat and just putting on some more muscle. But front double bicep. Rear lat spread. Rear double bicep. Front side chest. Let's hit a most muscular. So, a little bit of progress, not a crazy amount, but we're getting there. So, that front lat spread too. So, with that, that's where our fatigue, or our physique, is currently sitting at. Nothing super special yet, but it is making progress, and that's all we're looking for. This is more or less to just show, hey, I was here, now we're here, and now in 30 days, we're going to be better than this. So, if you guys are still along here for this video, I appreciate it very much. Please hit that like and subscribe button. Let's get this thing growing. I would love to build a community of people who are just trying to get themselves better. Doesn't matter what they're doing in life. Doesn't matter about politics, your beliefs, nothing. All I care about is, are you making the steps to be a healthy, better you, physically and mentally? Because that's all that's going to matter in the long run, is, are you healthy and are you happy with the way you're looking and the way you feel? And it keeps you out of the doctor's office. So with that, make sure you guys are out there working towards your goals. And most of all, just don't be a lazy fuck.